Up the Parisians, bro. He says Paris. UCL final. Arsenal lost. The world is happy. Am I happy that they went out on pens? Yes, because that's where it's gonna hurt more. That's where it's gonna hurt there, bro. It's gonna hurt there. Yes. Because, man, look, man. Let me be for real, though. Arsenal. Let's see it with Arsenal, man. Like, look. I used to like Arsenal, man. I used to like them when it was like, you see, when they were like in the title race, like 23, 24. Yeah. I used to like Arsenal the way they be playing. But, bro, I can't fuck with that football they be playing, bro. How the hell are you... You score one goal, yeah. This is what I'll never get with teams playing in a Champions League final, bro. I don't care who you are or what the team is, bro. I don't care if the team has got better players than you. Bro, if you get that type of opportunity, bro, you should always look for the second goal. Always go for it, because the defense will crumble eventually, especially against a side of PSG's caliber, because those players will find a way to score, whether it's through contact, through the penalty spot, or someone's going to score a screamer from outside the box, or someone's going to do like it's a piece of magic, bro, and score. You never know with those teams like PSG. So knowing that you have a good defense, you should always pursue. This is why I can never take Arteta seriously as a serious manager. I'll never, because that guy never risks. Football is about taking risks. It's about knowing, you know what? If we lose this game, I don't care. I went for the risks. I don't care, bro. Your season, based on this game, season on the line, Champions League glory, bro. You should be going for the kill. I don't care which team you are, bro. If you're in the final, you are good enough to beat any team, especially in the Champions League final. You should always go for it. Never be the underdog, because I saw in that first half, PSG was showing Arsenal way too much respect. Yeah, Vitinha is generally, if ChatGPT mastered football, yeah, that's Vitinha. Like, you're not gonna get it now, but if ChatGPT, if you said to ChatGPT and typed, give me the perfect midfielder and have them master the football of being a midfielder, bro, you get Vitinha, bro. He's too textbooks sometimes, bro. I don't care. He's just too textbooks. Because, bro, João Neves did more, bro. And there's a reason why he stayed for the 120 minutes. He was everywhere on the floor. He's surprisingly physical and can win duels in the air, being that short, bro. His passing is not only safe, but he also knows, you know what, I have to dribble out the space and I have to take risks sometimes, bro. I'm not saying Vitinha doesn't do that. He had some couple shots, but he gave, like, PSG as a whole gave Arsenal way too much respect. They gave him way too much respect. Fabian Ruiz, I'll continue to say this, I will never rate that guy as a serious midfielder. As one of the top midfielders, I will never rate him. You see that Champions League final performance? I can never rate midfielders like that, man. I cannot, bro. And the attack for PSG, underwhelming. Everyone's going to look at Dembele and then I say he played bad. He did play bad, but, bro, when it comes to chasing the Ballon d'Or and how do you get it done, bro, it's all about getting on the score sheet, bro. And it's just that, bro. Remember, a Champions League final, it's not about how you win. It matters that you win. But also, you got to take some risks. And that's what I have a problem with Arsenal. Because when I looked at the lineup, I'm seeing Havertz, Odegaard, all that, and no Eze. Madueke, by the way, Madueke is a bitch, by the way. That guy is bitch made. I don't know, you were fighting for balls to score some hat-tricks, some goals against Everton, but on the biggest stage when the lights are at the brightest, bro, you miss? Come on, bro. Like, Arsenal, this is why Arsenal can never become European champions. Same thing that happened back in 2006, bro. They played way too safe. Like, at least in 2006, they had a reason to play safe. They had a reason to drop back. They were down to 10 men. They had that reason. There's no excuse for Arteta, bro. Whether you lose on penalties or not, bro. This is a Champions League final. And this is why they can never become champions of Europe. Because if you're going to keep on playing this safe ball every time, because haram ball can only get you so far, man. When has a team that has played haram ball throughout the tournament ever won the Champions League? Because I remember Atletico did that shit. I remember I remember so many teams did that shit. The only team that I can really think of is Chelsea, yeah? But Chelsea was so well drilled. They knew what they had to do. They knew their roles, yeah? They didn't play like 11 men behind the ball because you can never win the Champions League playing that way. But Chelsea knew when to attack, when to defend, when to alleviate pressure, and when to keep the ball. They didn't do that, Arsenal. Every time they got the ball, they were scared or they just booted up, bro. That's not what you're supposed to do in the Champions League final. You have to take initiative. It's about who is a bitch and who is not a bitch. Fuck the analytics. You have to take risks. Sometimes you have to take risks, bro. But that's just me, though. But yeah, great win. Congratulations, PSG. And yeah, man, they say football. Peace.